I'm going to be showing you how to perform a manual blood pressure. First, what we're going to do is perform hand hygiene, and then if our patient is wearing long sleeves, we will have them pull an arm out of the shirt so that you can get skin on skin. So please pull your arm out. To perform a manual blood pressure, you will need a blood pressure cuff and a stethoscope. So we're going to place the blood pressure cuff about 1 inch above the antecubital space, making sure that the mark that is on your blood pressure cuff, like this one, is over the brachial artery. And line that up with the brachial artery about 1 inch above that antecubital space again. And then we are also going to, once it's time, you are also going to use that same brachial artery to put your stethoscope on. But first we need to know how high to pump the blood pressure cuff. So do you know what your typical blood pressure is?
130/60.
Thank you. If your patient does not know what it is, you can palpate the systolic blood pressure by using the radial pulse. So I'm going to place the stethoscope over the brachial artery again, and that needs to be right on the skin here, right above the antecubital space. And then we are going to slowly puff up the blood pressure cuff till it's about 30 millimeters of mercury over the usual systolic, which you said is usually about 130, so we'll go to about 160. And then to read the blood pressure, you're going to slowly let out the air, the pressure, about 2 to 3 millimeters of mercury per second. And you're listening for any kind of sound. It'll kind of sound like you would expect a pulse to sound. And once you hear that, that's going to be your systolic pressure. And when that goes away, that's your diastolic pressure. So you want to make sure you're slowly letting that pressure out so you can get right when the sounds stop, that's your bottom number. And then the blood pressure is recorded with the systolic number over the diastolic number. So in this case, he had about 124 for his systolic and 62 for the bottom for the diastolic number. So it would be 124/62, and that is how you perform a manual blood pressure.